All right, let's go ahead and call to order the regular meeting of the Oakdale City Council for June 27th, 2023. Katie, will you take the roll?
Councilmember Hurd.
Here.
Councilmember Egbertson.
Here.
Councilmember Markham.
Here.
Councilmember Willowbrooke.
Here.
Mayor Zabel.
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council members, in front of us, we have a slightly amended agenda tonight. Were there any other changes before we go ahead and approve that? I'll look for a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the agenda is approved. Next up, approval of minutes. First workshop from June 13th, 2023. Are there any changes, council members? I'll look for motion.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those minutes are approved. Next up, we have regular meeting minutes from June 13th, 2023. Any changes or corrections? I'll look for a motion.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those minutes are approved. Next up, we have a public hearing for an amendment to the Willowbrooke planned unit development to allow accessory apartments. Luke, welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So recall that this request was discussed at the June 13th City Council workshop. We did obtain the council's intent on and direction on how to proceed with this. We did meet with the city attorney and we had further staff discussions. I think that the subsequent discussions actually brought up more questions and more, we identified more things to look into. So we are requesting that a little bit more time be allowed for staff to look into this. However, with the public hearing advertised, that should be opened and any public comments received and then closed. And then our staff recommendation is to propose action on the request until the July 11th council meeting.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thanks, Luke. Any questions, council? Okay, so at this time, we're going to go ahead and open the public meeting. This is an opportunity for anybody in the public who would like to share any comments on the amendment to the Willowbrooke PUD to step up to the microphone and do so. All we ask is you state your name and address for the record. Try and keep comments to roughly 3 minutes, and we will go from there. So at this time, I'll go ahead and open the public hearing. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing. Council members, we have a staff recommendation on action. Would somebody like to make the motion?
Make a motion to postpone action on the request until the July 11th, 2023 City Council regular meeting.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that item is postponed until July 11th, 2023. Next up on our agenda is the open forum. This is an opportunity for anybody in the audience to share anything on their mind related to anything on the agenda or not. Please feel free to step up to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Similar to the public hearing, we ask that people try and keep comments to 3 minutes or so, but feel free to share anything that's on your mind. Whoa, calm down, everybody. Wow. All right, we'll keep going and move on to consensus motions. Council members, we have A through E in front of us. I'm going to request to remove B for individual consideration. Are there any others that council members would like to discuss and decide individually?
Consensus motion C, please.
Councilmember Willowbrooke would like to consider C separately. Council members, any others? I will look for a motion on consensus A, D, and E as presented.
Make a motion to approve consensus motions A, D, and E as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any conversation? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those motions are approved. Councilmember Willenbring, would you like to talk about C a little bit?
Sure. C is partnering with MBRB to do, I guess, bow hunting for deer removal in the fall. And I just wanted to reserve my right to vote no.
All righty. Council members, would somebody like to make a motion on C?
I'll make a motion to approve consensus motion C as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose?
Nay.
And consensus motion C passes 4-1. Next, I pulled off consensus motion B. This is a hiring of a police officer in the city of Oakdale, and I'm going to call on Chief Nick Newton to present this one.
Good evening. Honorable Mayor, members of the council. The police department currently has a vacancy to fill a police officer position. Following a comprehensive selection process, the police department is recommending the appointment of Erika Lagoon to fulfill the police officer position effective June 28th. You know, it's always special when someone wants to get into the business of public service. I find it even more special when someone wants to do it in the community they live. Erika grew up in Oakdale. She attended the local schools, graduated from Tartan High School, went on to the University of Wisconsin River Falls, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in sociology and criminology. Erika comes to us with some experience working as a correctional officer at the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. We're very excited to have Erika join our team. And it's requested per city code and city policy, city council appoint Erika Lagoon as a probationary police officer effective June 28th. Mayor, turn it back to you.
Thank you, Chief. Council members, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve consensus motion B as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And consensus motion B is approved. Now, I have the really cool honor of I get to administer the oath of office to our new police officer. So Erika, if you could join me down front. Let's step up here. Better lighting. All right. Go ahead and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Erika Lagoon, do solemnly swear
I, Erika Lagoon, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
and that I will faithfully, justly, and impartially
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties of police officer
discharge the duties of police officer
for the city of Oakdale, Minnesota,
for the city of Oakdale, Minnesota,
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Who will be doing the pinning tonight? Come on down. Perfect. Go ahead and do some photos. We'll grab the city council real quick, and then I'll send out to any groups you want, family, the department, whatever you want. Council, will you join me, please?
Count of three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and have family come on up.
Family, you want to come on out? for a
Come
picture?
on, don't be shy.
Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
How about the department? Come on, everybody.
If I could ask.
Crowded,
Excellent. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Chief and Erika, one last point of business. I need your signatures on the oath of office.
It's official, Erika. You can't turn back.
We took the photo. It's already official. There we are, and this is yours, I believe, right, Chris? Yes. This is Erika's? Okay. Congratulations. Thank you for serving. It's gonna be hard to follow that. Next up, let's check in with our advisory boards and commissions. Tree board. Tree board's the only one that met this past month.
Yeah.
What's going on with that group?
So what we talked about, or what they talked about, is the Arbor Day and spring planting, kind of a debrief. Talked about what went well, what went wrong, what they can do better for next year. And even for Arbor Day, they were already discussing tree alternatives. And then they set a tentative date for the buckthorn removal. It is October 14th, but that is just tentative for now. And then they went through their 2024 work plan. They just started to review that.
Good deal.
Yep,
They have a lot going on at that group.
they do.
Next up, staff reports, community development. We have a request for a conditional use permit. City planner Luke McClanahan, welcome. Welcome back, I should say.
Thank you again, Mayor and Council. I recall that we just spoke about this request at the workshop earlier this evening. To be clear on the location, it's, the applicant owns 3 parcels. The residence is at 6200 25th Street North. The request is for an additional accessory structure that is proposed to be 900 square feet. The Planning Commission heard this request as a public hearing item on June 1st. And based on the workshop, it sounds like the council intent is to pursue or go with the resolution option A, which is in the packet. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Council members, any questions for Luke? I would look for a motion.
And just to clarify, I suppose, option A is the deeded, not the subdivided, correct?
That's correct,
Okay,
yes.
just want to make sure on that.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to waive reading and adopt Resolution 2023-68, approving a conditional use permit for an additional accessory structure at parcel number 19029-212-30032, with conditions included in the attached resolution, option A.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that conditional use permit is passed. Next up, Police Department. Chief Newton, welcome back. We have a donation.
Thank you. Honorable Mayor, members of the council. At the June 13th council meeting, the council adopted a resolution to accept the steering wheel lock donation from Hyundai Motors. It was noted at that meeting approximately 30% of our auto thefts were either Hyundai or Kia vehicles. Well, since the meeting, we connected with Kia Motors, and they have donated 50 steering wheel locks. If that donation is accepted by council, the police department will offer steering wheel locks to all Oakdale residents who own a Kia with a key start ignition. And the police department would look to roll this program out at the same time as Hyundai later this week. Mayor?
Council members, any questions for the chief?
Yeah, just one question. So if we find that there's more people in town that need this and we have donations available, is there an opportunity to go back to these manufacturers for more?
Yes, absolutely. In our communication with both Hyundai and Kia, they are open to making further donations.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Council members, I'll look for a motion.
I'll make a motion to waive reading and adopt Resolution 2023-66, accepting a donation from Kia America for 50 steering wheel locks.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that donation is graciously accepted by the city. Thanks, Chief. We have another donation, this time in the Recreation Department. Recreation Superintendent Julie Williams, welcome.
Mr. Mayor and Council, thank you. The Recreation Department received a very generous donation from Larry and Vicki Eberhard of Keller Williams Realty to sponsor our 5K this past weekend. So per policy and state statute, we need to formally accept this donation, and I can stand for any questions.
Thanks, Julie. Council members, any questions for Julie? None? All right, I would look for a motion.
I'll make a motion to waive reading and adopt Resolution 2023-67, accepting a donation from Larry and Vicki Eberhard of Keller Williams Realty in the amount of $1,500 for sponsorship of the Oakdale Nature Preserve 5K.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second?
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that donation is accepted as well. And a big thank you to Larry and Vicki for that donation for the 5K.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. City Attorney, Mr. Thompson, anything tonight?
Mr. Mayor, members of council, nothing specific, but happy to answer questions.
Council members, anything for Jim? No? All right. Turn the other way. Administrator's report, Ms. Volkers.
Mayor and council, thank you. Before you tonight is another policy. We are slowly reviewing every city policy, and there are a lot of them. City policy EPB 011 was implemented or instituted in a long time ago, 1997. And it doesn't, not only have we not used it, it does not apply because our city code, actually chapter 8, has a sign section where all this information is provided in signs, or city code, I'm sorry, with Trump policy. So this policy is not needed. So I'm suggesting that you repeal it. And before you have the motion to make that suggestion, thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Council members, any questions for Chris? I'll look for a motion.
Make a motion to repeal city policy EPB-011, signs, real estate.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that policy is repealed. Council presentations. Who wants to go first? Somebody.
I'll go.
All right, Mr. Ingebrigtsen.
Just want to thank everybody for coming out to Summerfest this weekend. My family was there Saturday night, or at the parade. Well, me and my son were at the parade Thursday night, and then we were there Saturday night, and at the community picnic Sunday, and at the Chamber Golf Tournament Monday. I was there as well. I had a blast at all events, and I want to thank everybody that served to plan Summerfest this year, as it is no longer officially a city event.
Big change. Anything else?
Yeah, and one other thing of note from Summerfest, just want to give a shout out to our police and fire, who did a magnificent job handling the event this weekend, and feedback to me was overly positive on the police presence, and if there were any problems, I haven't heard about them, so.
Always good. Councilmember Morcom, do you want to take it next?
Yeah, sure. Well, and just to add to what Jake was saying, not only was Summerfest a great event, the medallion hunt was fun, as it is every year, and congrats to our winners. And I'll add to the list of people to thank Public Works, because managing an event this size takes a lot of work. So thanks to the city staff who did all that.
Thank you, Andy. Let's go this way. Anybody?
I have nothing to report, so no, I'm good.
Councilmember Kerr, thank you.
I just want to second what both Jake and Andy said. Thank you to everybody who worked on Summerfest. It was awesome this year.
Great. Well, staff gave me a whole bunch to talk about, so bear with me here. This is a big one. Starting tomorrow, 40th Street is back open. That stretch of road has been closed for a while now, longer than we would have hoped, but when you have to deal with utility companies and weather and all those fun external forces that we have no control over, that's sometimes what happens. So we appreciate our residents' patience while that stretch has been closed, but now the new alignment is being reopened. It is fantastic. We encourage residents to take a drive down it, check out all the new development in the Willowbrooke area. There's a lot that has happened behind the scenes, behind that stretch of road, so it's pretty cool to see that one done. So thank you to all of the crews for getting that done and our residents' patience. As my colleague said, you know, Summerfest was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Any other days did I miss? It was 5 days this year, and the city just wants to offer a big thank you to the Oakdale Summerfest community organization, the all-volunteer group who took that over this year. It is amazing. I am in awe at what 5 people can accomplish in 4 months, taking on a tremendous event like that. And I think we all agree they knocked it out of the park. More exciting. It's going to be very exciting to see where that event goes in the years ahead. You know, it's onward and upward for that event. So we're very appreciative to OSCO for everything they did to make that event a success. A big thank you to the event sponsors and vendors. You know, it's not easy when there's a threat of rain pretty much every single day, but they were out there interacting with our residents and visitors, selling their products. We're really appreciative of them as well. Our city staff, I think pretty much every department in the city touched Summerfest in some way or another, which is pretty cool. So a big thank you to them for, you know, assisting OSCO through this process, being there to help our residents and visitors. It's a big endeavor. So, and thank you to our residents and visitors. You know, like I said, the rain was a little spotty, but the crowds were tremendous every single night. A lot of fun was had. So we look forward to seeing them all at Summerfest next year. Next on my list, congratulations to our Summerfest medallion finders. 3 siblings, Lauren, Brett, and Lisa Burfeld. They found the medallion at Oakwood Luster Park shortly after Clue 5 was revealed on Friday, right? Yeah, I think that was Friday.
It was Friday, yeah.
These 3 are avid Summerfest medallion hunters, and they've been searching for it since 2015. Also, a big thank you to the Oakdale Area Chamber of Commerce, who was the sponsor for the event. The 3 finders found a $500 prize. And if you haven't seen it already, there was a cool post on the city's Facebook page about the T-shirts and the binder that the finders make, you know, with all of the intel and the resources they use.
Well, because people, when you're out, I hunt for the Winter Carnival medallion, and people
You
always
do?
ask you, what? People always ask you, what are you doing? And that was, I'm sure, the meaning behind the shirt, I'm hunting for the medallion. I thought
Very
it was
cool.
Genius.
Very cool. Voting for our spring photo contest runs through this Friday. Actually, there are 2 things with deadlines this Friday. So the spring photo contest is one. 6 outstanding photos have been selected as finalists, and so you can head over to the city's Facebook page and put a like on the photos that you want to win. The top 3 photos with the most likes will be named the winner. The other thing that has their deadline this Friday is the Oakdale Acorn Award. So if you know of any beautiful gardens, either at residential, public, or business commercial properties, please visit oakdalemn.gov to nominate them. Always a fun award to give out every year and see the hard work that people put into their gardens. Finally, a reminder, city offices will be closed Thursday, July 4th in observance of Independence Day. We want everybody to have a safe and fun holiday. I think pretty much all of our neighboring cities have fireworks that night, so you know, hopefully we have great weather. Go on out, see some fireworks, have a good time, but please, please be safe. Okay, let's pay some bills. Our claims roster for June 14th through June 27th. Just shy of $2 million, $1,995,065.60. Council members, any questions on the claims? I'll look for motion.
Make a motion to approve claims as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Bills are paid. Motion to adjourn, please. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you and good night.
I forgot that shirt was absolutely
Great. Yeah, that's what everyone asks you.
oh my God, it was so smart.
I had something for council.
Digging in the bushes, and they're like, what are you doing?